Hey, what's up guys? Diplex here again. Hope everyone's had a good day so far. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k. I am so excited to be back with another battle. So I did delete my previous Warhammer 40k video. I felt it wasn't up to par. The battle wasn't very interesting, so I thought to myself, how could I better show off the Killa Kans, terrible or not, against, you know, a multiple amount of different enemies, stronger or weaker. I thought to myself, why not make a battle? I always make battles. I tend to prefer battles over the more sort of showcase feature-like videos where you just have like a flat map and you just do waves of different enemies up against each other. It feels very cheap. So I prefer doing scripting and more of that stuff. So here we are with a field battle. We've got it's going to be kind of like an attack or defense, almost a bit of a fortress battle in some sense. Credit goes out to the creator of this map. There will be a link or actually a name in the description box below. I like providing credit. These maps, I know how long these maps take to make, and if this map wasn't here, essentially this video wouldn't be here on YouTube for you to enjoy, so I think credit is due, of course. You hear that? Like, I don't know what they're doing. They're lifting their legs up and stuff. These are sentinels, and these guys would probably be a more fair match to the Killa Kans, the Ork Killa Kans, instead of dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts are way more powerful. So here we have the first line of defense, Imperial Guardsmen, 2 sentinels. We have a plasma sentinel with a rocket launcher, or a rocket pod, I believe, and a meltagun sentinel with a rocket pod. We also have plenty of las guns and various more heavier weapons, as well as a few heavy bolters, static weapons. Back here is the main defense line, way many more guardsmen than the first line. Mortars, more heavy bolters on tripods. We have a basilisk back here, and a few chimeras. We're also awaiting reinforcements, so there's going to be more guardsmen joining the battle, as well as a special heavy vehicle, a very heavy tank, a very heavy tank indeed, and I'm excited for that. The orcs are going to have various orcs in different sizes, to be honest, some shooters. We're going to have, I don't remember the names, I'm not very good with orcs. We're also going to have the Killa Kans. So for those of you who don't know, I did make a video that I uploaded, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and I think it kind of missed out on people's sub boxes. I think YouTube in general YouTube every now and then, like once a week, kind of just breaks. I check my friends' channels and they get like half the views they usually get. And I'm telling myself, you know, it's probably just broken at that time. And I think that video was uploaded on one of those days because you guys love my Men of War battles. And for only like 5 or 6, 7,000 of you to have seen a video is shockingly low. So most of you probably didn't see it. But the Killa Kans are walkers, sort of like the sentinels here. And we're going to see them. And you might have seen it. Maybe you didn't. Well, then it'll be a secret. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click start, and we're going to enjoy this battle. I love orcs. Orcs in Warhammer 40k are fantastic. Orcs in this mod are absolutely stunning. And, you know, we're just going to have an all-out freaking crazy battle. It's going to be so bloody. I mean, you won't even believe it until you see it. We also have a few orcs with shields. They are super cool, and as you can tell, apparently the shields are working quite well. That orc took a while to be killed. I think he's some kind of a boss. Got a lot of ranged orcs coming in here with heavy guns. Here is one out of the 2 Killa Kans. Look at them charging at the guardsmen, firing their weapons. It's so awesome. We're going to see any melee in the trenches. I think we might. These orcs are absolutely brutal. I'm going to start chopping away at the sentinels too, but I think they've already been destroyed. That Killa Kan has done its little spin, so it'll probably implode. The Killa Kans are interesting creations, for sure. Orks coming in. The mortar battery back here is opening fire. And more Guardsmen are now starting to arrive to reinforce this final defensive line. But look at the amount of Orks coming in right now. I cannot wait to see some close quarter fighting, some hand-to-hand fighting. It is absolutely gruesome. And what I love about the Orks in this mod is that they're just continuously charging at the enemy, firing their weapons, throwing grenades, doing everything they can. And when they get close enough, they're going to start chopping away at the Guardsmen with their axes. It's absolutely brutal if you get close enough to witness it. That Ork took a lot of damage. Some of these Orks are super sturdy. Honestly, very shocked they're not killed sooner. There we go. Many of them are going to be gunned down. The left side of the trench is going to stay fairly healthy, with the occasional Guardsman being hit by a round or two fired by one of the many Orks attacking. See, he's just working his axe and shield. He's finally brought down, but oh man, he's just decimated the enemy there. Here is that little secret I thought some of you guys might have spotted there during the introduction. This is a Gorkanaut. I believe that's what it's pronounced or what it's called. And this is just so un-Orkish in a way. Look at it, the way it's built. It's just, it's too precise. It's too pristine. It's incredibly shiny. It's slow. It's kind of like a house robot in Robot Wars. But, I mean, it's fantastic. I love the yellow and black and red colors scheme. And right now, it is decimating our entire front line, but it has an adversary. One called a Baneblade, and it's rolling into the battlefield right now, supported by Guardsmen on the ground. More Orks are starting to storm the trenches, though. Oh my god! The bloodshed is insane right now. The mortars are still operating, but the Orks are starting to make it down into the trench below, and they're going to start cutting away at the Guardsmen with their swords and axes. They're doing everything they can to just hold out here. Oh! Baneblade here with all its weapons firing away at the enemy. I think the Gorkanaut has been destroyed. It's not, well, some of the guns seem to still be functioning, but the main frame is definitely broken down. But the Orks are still charging in here. They're not stopping. Are we seeing any Guardsmen come out to try and take back the front line? I think we are. But toe-to-toe, the Guardsmen stand no chance. They need all the heavy support. Do we have a Basilisk operating back here? Yes, we do. Probably still acquiring targets. Basilisk. It's a very cool name. I think out of all the different... Let me know in the comment section down below which vehicle do you think has the coolest name in Warhammer 40k? Or if we're going to have to be precise, let's talk about the Empire, the Imperium of Man. The Imperial Guard, to be exact. I think Basilisk, I love it. I like it. It's cool. Chimera is also cool. They're going for sort of a Latin approach, Greek, Latin, ancient, you know, mythology style. Chimera, Basilisk. Baneblade isn't very similar, but Chimera and Basilisk definitely ring in a similar fashion, if you know what I mean. Anyway, talking about that, we're starting to get the front line back. This big shooter boy here just stood up again. But he's brought down again. We're holding the front line now as more and more Orks are starting to charge close. This is absolutely brutal. Still holding the right side, but Orks are starting to break through. Nowhere is safe right now, that's for sure. We've lost the entire mortar battery. Only one gunner remaining. All the static weapons up here are unmanned and uncrewed. All have been killed. And that comes as a bit of a surprise. The Orks are fairly inaccurate when charging at the enemy positions like they are. So I'm surprised they've actually managed to hit targets they can't swing at with their axes and swords. Or perhaps knives, or whatever you want to call them. absolutely brutal. I love this close quarter fighting, but it looks like the Guardsmen are starting to reclaim the front line. They're moving up, slowly but steadily. We're gonna have a closer look at the Orks up here. I'm speechless. These big field battles with explosions and tracers and detonations and whatnot everywhere are just absolutely mesmerizing. It's easy to lose your word when looking at this. It's so easy to just fade away into the battle, all the bloodshed. We see some fighting in the deeper trenches back here, where the mortars used to fire from. Wow. How's that Gorkanaut not destroyed yet? I think it's destroyed. It's just still being targeted by... It's a Gorkanaut, not a Gorgonaut, but yeah, Gorkanaut. It's still being targeted by the Baneblade. I think it's still targetable. It's just not operational to my best belief. No, I can't control it, so it's definitely not going anywhere. Talking about controlling, let's bring up the Baneblade a tiny bit. I think that would be epic. And I haven't seen the Basilisk fire in a while. Is it still operational? I do believe it is. So let's give it a little round there. Earthshaker. Boom. Oh, this is a big push now. Looks to be one of the final waves. Look at the amount of heavy Orks coming in. That is massive, man. Holy shit. Right, guys, that's it. The battle is over. What an absolute massacre of both humans and Orks. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more of these battles, let me know by liking and commenting down below. We're going to take a quick look at casualties. These are all the Orks and Guardsmen killed here today. We had a few choke points here on the side, where the guns of the Baneblade just turned the attacking Orks to minced meat. Absolutely butchered. Of course, a lot of Guardsmen died as well. It wasn't an easy battle, but we did come out victorious towards the end there with the help of our Baneblade. The Gorkanaut was an interesting addition. Couldn't be destroyed, so I had to remove it by force. Once again, this is a tester's version. All these units that are very special and unseen haven't been properly implemented into the game yet, so to speak, so that is why. But what a heavy piece of machinery. Cool to see indeed. And well, here's just more Orks on the battlefield. Many of the Guardsmen are just completely gone. Some are missing their heads and limbs and whatnot, so yeah. Bloody battle, but it's Warhammer 40k, man. It's meant to be. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in another video coming out soon. Ciao.